I'm in the process of rerouting. I'm experiencing so many changes, and when I begin to feel uncertain and anxious about the future, I traditionally turn to art. Museums and art galleries are designed to make you slow down, come out of your usual environment, and become present. They are intentionally spacious, quiet, and slow. They pull you out of your head and direct you to zoom in on color, design, texture, and new concepts. You learn history as well as new perspectives, and this has always given me insight and inspired me to move forward with newfound wisdom and in creative and hopeful ways. It sparks my curiosity and expands my view. Learning new things and quote unquote doing the knowledge to process and accept new concepts has always been one of my favorite things. The older I get, the more I understand the beauty and wisdom of changing your mind when you are presented with new information. Art galleries not only boost emotional regulation, but it also builds connection because modern art is always a reflection of the times. I went to both art school and beauty school, so I have always enjoyed being surrounded by many forms of art. Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana and I focus on wellness and life in my 40s, and I am here at Laura, a new bookstore in the historic Black Leimert Park neighborhood in Los Angeles, California. And I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. We are in the middle of a rainstorm that's going to last us, I don't know, I looked and I think it's going to be at least a week. So they're calling it an atmospheric river type of rainstorm. So it's really raining. And we had plans to go see the Giving You the Best That I Got exhibit at Art and Practice today and come to the bookstore and hang out a little bit. And initially we were going to cancel because we were like, it's a lot going on with this rain. But then we thought about it and we were like, it's going to be empty everywhere. And that'll actually be chill. So we're here at the bookstore. We're here at the bookstore. The exhibit was fantastic. The way that it covered motherhood, there were so many beautiful pieces of art. I thought it was amazing and warm and just like a warm hug. I enjoyed it. So as I said, we are now here at Lore, which is a bookstore. Both the Art and Practice, the gallery that we just left, as well as the bookstore are here in Leimert Park. And I finally picked up a book that I've been looking for a minute. Well, not looking, but I've been wanting to read. It's on my TBR, and it's Sky Full of Elephants. And apparently the premise of this book is all the YT people walk into the ocean mysteriously, and everybody figures it out after that, which, sounds interesting. So I've been wanting to read that book for a minute. I found it here. The kids are, they just made some bookmarks. They're coloring on the chalk wall. They picked up some books that they want. So we're just having a slow day, seeing art, getting books. We're going to grab some coffee. We're going to get inspired today as a family and just allow ourselves to be in our creative minds and to just chill. Y'all, so we had a little bit of lunch with the kids. I dropped the family off because I need to run a little errand, but I wanted to talk about the experience we had in Leimert Park today. If you're not from California or the LA area, Leimert Park is a historically Black neighborhood. And we had such a warm and inviting experience every single place that we went today in Leimert Park, starting with the gallery. So we went and saw the Giving You the Best That I Got show at Art and Practice, and it was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. Just the layers of motherhood that was covered by all these the various artists that participated. It was lovely. The kids enjoyed it. Ezra, was very interested. He loves art, so he was really kind of zooming in and wanting to know about details. And then we went to Lore, which is a bookstore that is just right across the street, and a newer bookstore. I think they said it had been open for about 5 months. This bookstore was the warmest, coziest bookstore I've ever been to in my life. I loved it. Oh my God, everybody loved it. My husband loved it. The kids loved it. Everybody really enjoyed themselves in there. Nobody wanted to leave. Zoe was like, hey, I want to use my Peppa Pig umbrella. I want to get out of here. But otherwise, we probably would have stayed in there for a few hours because it was such, like, the lighting, the books, just the person who was working, she was like asking the kids if they wanted to make bookmarks and just things like that. I don't know. It was just such a warm and lovely and inviting environment. I look forward to going to that store again. I also think it's a great place to buy Christmas gifts. I could honestly see a lot of events happening there too. I thought it was just, I don't know, I loved it. It just felt warm. They were playing Sade in there. Oh, it was fantastic. And then we went back across the street to Aura, which is a new cafe, and all of these businesses are all Black owned businesses in Leimert Park. Aura, we ended up getting pistachio lattes. So they had smoothies. The kids didn't want smoothies. They wanted to go get chicken nuggets. You know how it goes. But we did get these pistachio lattes. And I'll say this, they taste like, do you guys remember the pistachio ice cream from back in the day? Like when we were kids. Well, I'm 43. So, if you're in that age range, you may remember that pistachio ice cream that kind of tastes like cherries. That's what this is giving. It's good. But just everywhere we went was very inviting and it felt great. It felt like a warm hug. It felt comfortable. They were really kind to the kids and involved. And I don't know, it was really cool to experience. So we had a nice, rainy, cozy day today. The other thing that I saw while I was out is that Camp Flognaw got canceled. And if that's a festival that Tyler the Creator has been putting on for the past decade out here, and it got canceled because of this atmospheric river storm situation that we're dealing with. We don't get a lot of rain out here. So when we do get rain, we don't have the infrastructure for it. It 100% floods. Our streets are not prepared for it, and neither are the drivers. It just doesn't rain a lot here. So the city's not prepared. So I'm glad they canceled it and didn't allow it to just become a kerfuffle out there. But let me tell y'all something. I cannot tell you the last time I went to a festival, if there is no seat for me to sit down, I'm not going. That's the bottom line. I done got to that point in my life. My knees, first of all, this rain was coming this week and my elbow was hurting. And I was like, oh, my elbow is sore. Like somebody granny in there, elbow just a sore all week. And then as soon as I saw it was going to rain, I said, oh, that's why my elbow is sore. I'm getting up there. It's just the truth. It is. All that said, with all of the anxiety I've been dealing with lately, I've been really turning to art and creativity. And I've been wanting to try some new things. And something that I've been wanting to try for years, something that I've been wanting to learn how to do is crochet, knit. I don't know which one I want to do. One of my best friends, Bonni Scotch, shout out to Bonni Scotch. She has a channel on here. Check her out. She is like this master crocheter. She does such an incredible job. But she's in Maryland, so, she can't teach me. So there is a program at one of my local libraries there's like a knitting arts club that they have. And I really want to go, and I don't have any materials for that. So I'm going to head to the fabric store today. It's an indie fabric store that I found. And they said that they have, knitting materials and yarn and things like that. So I'm going to head in there and just get some things so I can be prepared for the next knitting club meeting. But I'm really excited for that. I feel like I'm a person who loves learning new things. I love learning new skills, new information. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm about to head into the fabric store and I'm gonna call y'all back. Really quick before I go in, I got this tote bag at Art and Practice and it was free. They were giving them away. I'm always excited to get a really well structured tote bag because I always need them. But this is super cute to me and I'm really excited to have it. All right, y'all. So I'm back from the fabric store and I got this thing of yarn for like $1.39. I got 4 pairs of knitting needles and a couple of crochet hooks that come in here. And all of this was $9. So shout out to the indie fabric store. I called ahead and asked if they had knitting supplies and they said they did. And they did. $9 for all of that. I'm a beginner, so I didn't want to go crazy because I don't know if I'm going to lean into knitting or crocheting. So since I don't know yet, I was like, I'll just get a little bit of yarn, some knitting needles, some crochet needles, and we'll just see how it goes. So the next meetup is, I think, like towards the end of the month. I know it's really close to Thanksgiving. So I'm really looking forward to that, just to pull different types of creativity out of myself while also being in a very calming space to keep my anxiety at bay. But with that said, I am going to close out the vlog. I'm going to continue this cozy rainy day with a little bit of reading, finish my coffee. Today, you know, sometimes I do like a warm coffee when it's rainy, but today I wanted something iced. So I still feel that way. I still want something iced, but I'm going to finish my coffee, read a little bit, you know, take a shower, lay down, just get real cozy. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you on the next one. Peace.